there is a truth. It is absolute. And it is necessary for you to hold to that truth.
This is a TikToker who wants you to refer to her as frog and bug.
So for the frog self pronouns, you would say something like, Frog went to the store and Frog got a new skirt for frog self. Isn't it so cute? And then for my bug pronouns, you would say something like, Bug's special interest is Monster High. Bug loves talking about it and it always makes Bug really happy.
And this is a TikToker who wants you to use demon and demon self pronouns.
Hi, my name's Jasper. I use they pronouns.
Hi, my name is Liana. I use they demon pronouns.
This video is how to use our pronouns.
So we're going to basically present 3 sentences. One of them is going to have one pronoun, the other one's going to have the other pronoun, and then the last one is going to have both pronouns interchanged.
So Liana uses they, them pronouns and demon pronouns. So the first sentence would be, Liana is my partner, they are cute, and I am theirs. I love them very much, and I hope they love themselves too. For the demon pronouns, it would be, Liana is my partner, Deem is cute, and I belong to Deem. I love Demon very much, and I hope Deem loves Demon's self too. Then interchanging the two would be, Liana is my partner, they are cute, and I am Deem's. I love Demon very much, and I hope they love Demon's self too.
But TikTokers like these are just crazy, irrelevant people, right? Surely their delusional ramblings have nothing to do with the broader society, or with Christians, right? Well, not so fast. More and more, it's the people who have preferred pronouns or completely support the idea of preferred pronouns who are in the mainstream. And it's the people who believe that people are born unchangeably male or female who are ostracized and punished. Here's a teacher who was punished for misgendering a student.
Well, the investigation concluded that the misgendering of a pupil and avoidance of using gendered pronouns contravenes the school's code of conduct with regard to demonstrating an awareness of sexual and cultural diversity of students, and the use of insensitive comments towards young people and the use of religious comments in maths lessons demonstrates a failure to comply with school policies. So you've sort of explained a little bit that you didn't want to cause offence and this, that and the other, and you'd rather not use the pronouns, even though that they are saying that is against school policy.
What all of this means is that these TikTokers who want people to refer to them as frog, bug, and demon, and countless more like them, are becoming more and more relevant and inescapable to our lives, no matter how insane they may be. Let's first learn some vocabulary you never thought you needed to know by taking a look at what exactly TikTokers like these are demanding from all of us. And then we'll talk about why all of this matters. First, here's a TikToker who demands that people either refer to her using her preferred pronouns or don't refer to her at all.
Nobody needs you to advocate for how difficult it is to use gender-neutral pronouns. Nobody said that the gender binary was easy. These are not my preferred pronouns. These are my pronouns. You will use them or you will not refer to me at all. If you misgender me by mistake, fix it and move on. I don't need your elaborate apology. I don't care how many times you say sorry. Just don't do it again. Moreover, if someone else misgenders me, it is never your job to tell them that it's okay. 'Cause it isn't.
Well, our issue isn't that gender-neutral pronouns are difficult. Our issue is that they're simply not true. Next, let's learn about neopronouns.
What are your preferred pronouns? They, them. Oh, I've never heard those before. What are they? They're what's known as neopronouns. What are neopronouns? They're basically your own custom pronouns. When no other pronouns seem to fit, you come up with your own pronouns. Anything can really be a pronoun. Oh, how do I use them? It depends on the person and their pronouns. They, them follows a similar spelling to they and them, and even similar grammar rules like there and there. So they, them, themself, theirs, things like that. Oh, okay. And there are other neopronouns you said? Well, yeah, because they're customizable. Anything can be a pronoun, really. Oh, I didn't realize that you can customize your own pronouns. That's pretty cool. Thank you.
She says anything can be a pronoun, really. This is how we got pronouns like frog self, bug self, and demon self. Here's a TikToker explaining the difference between ace flux, asexual, and allosexual.
Next up,
we have ace flux.
So ace flux is your person, they're going to fluctuate between asexuality and allosexual. So like it's your person that one day they could be like fully asexual and then the next it could totally change. So this is a person whose sexuality is going to fluctuate on a daily basis. One day they could have crushes on somebody. One day they could be sexually attracted to somebody in some form or degree. And the next day they could be completely just not interested, not wanting anything to do with. So this is your person that's going to be asexual one day and some form or degree of sexual the next. I think that's really interesting. That's very cool, and I love learning about these things as I go along. So if you know anybody who's on the ace flux or anything, please tag them, let them know, share it, like, comment. Thank you.
If you've ever wondered what trixic sexuality is, this TikToker will illumine you.
Welcome back to What's That Sexuality? Today's sexuality is trixic. Now, trixic is actually quite complex, especially since it's a new term. The basic definition is a non-binary person, no matter their orientation, who is attracted to women. But it's not always an exclusive attraction. The opposite of trixic is tauric, which is the same thing except attraction to men. Now, someone who's trixic can also identify as a non-binary lesbian or feminomoric, though feminomoric is an exclusive attraction to females, the opposite of which is viromoric. The reason trixic or tauric is so new is because the term non-binary is so new. It's also the reason why it's not very well known. Trixic flag contains the colors yellow, pink, magenta, and purple. The tauric flag contains the colors purple, lighter purple, blue, green, and dark green. I hope you guys learned something and have a wonderful day.
And while we're on the topic of completely made-up sexualities, here's a TikToker explaining homosexuality.
Homosexuality is basically a label for people who feel the need to have a label, but they don't fit in any other labels. So basically, bi doesn't really fit them, lesbian doesn't really fit them, pan, asexual, etc. It doesn't really describe them correctly. So yes, it's a very small label, but it's for people who just kind of relax once they have a label. Like I stress out when I don't have a label. So it puts my mind at ease a little, and it's for people who want that. It's kind of the same as unlabeled, but unlabeled people don't want a label. That's the difference.
Does this madness end? Nope. Now let's learn about cupiosexuals.
Let's talk about cupiosexuals and cupio-romantics. This is one of my most requested micro labels, so I know a bunch of y'all gonna relate. Cupio means to desire or long for. Cupiosexuals are people who experience little to no sexual attraction, but still have a desire for a sexual relationship. They are usually sex favorable, but not always. Sometimes they simply fancy the idea of a sexual relationship, but don't have the intention of actually pursuing one. The aromantic counterpart is a cupio-romantic who experiences little to no romantic attraction, but still has a desire for a romantic relationship or an appreciation for romance. Perhaps they enjoy cuddles and long walks on the beach, but have no idea who the heck they'd like to do that with. I'm sure these identities can be a little confusing and isolating at times, but I know there's more than one of you out there. Leave a comment and make some cupio friends, or maybe even a queer platonic partner.
The reason why all of this matters is because as Christians, truth is important. It is essential, and these TikTokers represent millions of people around the world who have completely abandoned truth for their own personal version of truth. They reject the truth that God created people male and female, and the very idea of preferred pronouns is blatant rebellion against our Creator. And as Christians, it's our duty to defend the concept of absolute, unchangeable truth, because the truth of the gospel is absolute and unchangeable. If we ever give up the concept of absolute truth, we give up the gospel.
But the truth of the gospel is everything. It is necessary. An absolute truth, not relative truth, not my truth, not your truth, not Paul's truth. And I love the fact that when Paul lays out this argument, he makes it absolutely clear that this is a truth that he believes. This is a truth that he embraces. But it is not merely his truth. It is absolute truth. And he believes it because it's absolute truth. And therefore, it's non-negotiable. So whatever else we talk about, whatever else we do, whatever else we pursue, we must do so in light of the truth of the gospel. And we must do so from the foundation of and from the assumptions of the truth of the gospel. So when we talk about justice, we can't take the absolute truth of the gospel and put it aside and then begin to think through what justice is as though the gospel doesn't matter. Because if it doesn't matter, nothing does. We begin there and we end there and every step in between, because this is necessary.
Thank you so much for watching into the end. If you'd like this video, hitting the subscribe button helps this channel reach more people with the truth. Thank you so much for your support and encouragement.